I think one of the things that we have seen in our organization from a culture perspective is that buy-in from the top down. And people just, when they're engaged in these conversations, they feel involved in a way that I've not experienced in organizations that were more hierarchical or had more bureaucratic structures. And I think that is so the feedback we get from our team members who say how engaged they feel in the work, how involved, how they feel like their opinions and their thoughts are valued. That is really validating to me as the leader. And I think that one of the things that we have learned is how this growth really, as your organization grows or as your team grows, you really have to think about what happens at those growth points. You've always got those points where it's like something's changed, we've got to adjust a little bit. And I can give you a couple of quick examples of that. So in my smaller organization, we recently went, in 2 years, we went from 3 part-time staff to 5 part-time staff, which doesn't seem like a lot, but we've just been operating at the same level of like very informal. If we need a meeting, we'll have a meeting. If we need to talk, we'll just jump on a chat. And now we had 2 more people in the mix, and we realized that communication wasn't going as well. And all of a sudden, someone said, do you think we need to have staff meetings now? It was just this aha moment of, but we're so small, we're so tiny, we can just know who we need to call. But it really emphasized, and it was a simple solution. We all just needed to say, yeah, we need to have just monthly staff meetings now. Another example is in VMAP, we went again growing from a small organization where the folks who were involved could probably fit around a conference room table to now we've got over 100 folks. And as we've grown, some of the people who were involved from the beginning were really used to being able to come to myself or our senior director to answer questions. And now, as our team has grown, the who do I go to for what questions have really changed. And so, continuing that communication of who's the best person to answer this question, or what should I do if I have a concern or a challenge, and really clarifying that. I love decision frameworks and working using decision frameworks. There's some RACI is one, MOCA is another. When you can talk about who's responsible for this, who approves this, who's just consulted, who's informed, and really having those mindful discussions with your team about these things, because it may seem like a small deal, or it may seem like, oh, they should know who to go to or who's responsible for this, but you really do have to have those conversations, and it's helpful in the long run to clarify those questions and confusion.